Maybe Sanskrit.
Item 43.
Yes. Now they are Sanskrits.
Yeah.
Now
In Sanskrit, whether final list is
final list. No. Just let me soften. In this matter, the interim order was there. The selection may continue, but no final decision shall be taken. So everything is certificate verification is over. Merit list has been only awaiting publication of the merit list. The selection is over. Merit list has been prepared, but they have not declared it. At this stage, because of the interim order, they have not published it. Otherwise, everything is ready.
My lord, I am for the petitioner in Sanskrit.
Yes.
In one of the cases, my lord, my writ petition is.
No, we'll hear these matters.
Yes.
Let them publish the select list, issue appointment orders.
My lord,
all that will be subject to commission. You will not be prejudiced.
Let me direct that, but before that, your lordship, my lord, the content is raising. I will just take your lordship.
Say that was on that.
My lord, they kindly see. My lord, if the advertisement condition, I will bring it to your lordship's notice. Thereafter, your lordship may kindly take the call. My lord, that is what my honest request to your lordship. Your lordship may kindly see the advertisement itself. My lord, may kindly see my writ petition. That is WPC number 316750 of 2024.
Yes.
Madam.
What is that you were standing?
Your lordships, I was standing defect in the locus because of which merit should not be.
Well,
so that is why I thought
in my case, my learned senior is not.
We'll address all.
Is not a party, nor she has intervened for anybody. So in my case, my lord, I am just placing for your lordship's perusal. Your lordship kindly see. And only thing I want to say is, your lordship kindly see to the advertisement itself.
No, why I should hear the matter on merits now?
My lord, this is not a select list at all. Because
that is your first contention. Yes, it's not a select list.
Yes, your lordship kindly come to page 31. Page 31, your lordship.
Not been published, no? Because
so on the basis of the present.
This 31.
Yeah. Further contention is it is not a select list.
It is not a select list.
Understood.
Because the advertisement is having 3 stages of examination. Preliminary is the first stage, and there the condition clearly imposed was where the total number of valid applications received is more than 5 times of the number of advertisements, then the commission is to conduct preliminary examination. Here, my lord, the total number of advertised vacancies are 706.
That and therefore this judgment is applicable.
Yes.
Next one.
Yes.
Next, my lord, here what has happened, my lord, the second stage is preliminary examination. So in the written examination, they have allowed all the candidates who had applied to sit at the written examination. And my lord, because of the interim order granted by this honorable court, no select list has been prepared, and there is a provisional shortlisting made, which is in the ratio of 100:150. So whatever select list they are claiming, these interveners are claiming that we have already entered into the arena of selection. That is not the final selection. Reason being, it only speaks about 150 times of the total number of select lists. And my lord, besides that, the selection process, the written examination is also marked by several irregularities, because as in the other case, the same pattern, everything, advertising being the same, the condition of that pedagogy and evaluation was there. Here, my lord, after realizing the mistake they have committed in Hindi case, Hindi examination, written examination was conducted on 15th. Here the written examination was conducted one day thereafter, that is on 17th. After realizing that, the question set which was prepared, that beyond that, a separate loose sheet was given or supplied to all the candidates without having any signature, any authentication of any authorities of the examining body. And ultimately, what they have found after the publication of the provisional mark list, we found that there are certain questions which are fundamentally wrong, and there are multiple questions also, multiple answers questions also. They have given the scope for option that was objected to, And as against 12 questions, the petitioner, some of the petitioners pointed out, commission accepted 4 of them as erroneous, but instead of deleting all the 6 marks, 6 questions altogether from the purview of commission and restricting the selection to the total marks minus that marks of those 6 questions, what the commission did, commission granted en bloc grace mark to all the candidates, whether they appeared or they have not appeared, resulting into serious prejudice to the certain candidates who had given correct answer as well and who had attempted but given wrong answer. But these candidates who never appeared that particular questions of 6 in number, they were also allowed marks, resulting into serious changes in the ultimate analysis of the so-called preliminary test which was conducted. That is the other aspect. The third is, my lord, the third stage of examination is on the basis of that written examination, this so-called shortlisted 150 times of the vacancies, candidates who will be called, there, my lord, they will be asked for certificate verification. So certificate verification, for this, an advertisement should, nothing has come on.
Why that person is coming in the front? Is he liar? Go back. Go back. Sit there. Yes.
Here, my lord, your lords may kindly see, the advertisement itself clearly says that clause 8 of the advertisement says the merit list shall be prepared in order of merit, post-wise and category-wise, basing on the marks secured by the candidates in the written examination out of 150 marks and found suitable in the certificate verification. The select list will be published equal to the number of vacancies advertised. So there is no such select list as yet prepared on the basis of which any of the candidates, including the petitioner herein, can claim that I am a selected candidate. Here the difference in situation is, but the petitioner who is making out a grievance before a lordship to whom I am representing, my lord, she is also a person who has been provisionally selected in the written examination conducted. My lord, now, my lord, the next question, note appended in the advertisement itself says, inclusion of the name of candidate in merit / select list published by the OSSC Commission shall confer no right on the candidate for appointment unless the Director Secondary Education Odisha or the appointing authority are satisfied after such inquiry or re-verification of documents as may be considered on merits that a candidate is suitable and eligible in all respects for post. So my humble submission before lordships is, my lord, here, my lord, on the basis of which all these clamor is being made that we have all allowed to appear at the written test, and naturally there is a shortlisting made that endures some right in our favor on the basis of which we can embank upon. My lord, I will just bring it to lordship's notice one thing. My lord, all these candidates, 696 candidates who were allowed to sit at the examination, they had applied against an advertisement, thereby referring to all these stages of examination and terms and conditions of the examination. Now, my lord, at this point of time, all these persons, under fortuitous circumstances, wants a fiat from your lordship saying that my lord may kindly grant them the opportunity to bypass their own undertaking, given that they will be subjected to the terms and conditions of the advertisement as well as the terms and conditions fixed by the Staff Selection Commission.
Any other point?
My lord, one more thing, my lord.
No, I'm not hearing you.
Only when subject to lordship permission, but only the development, the subsequent development. After your lordships allowed that in the judgment, my lord, I am just bringing the facts. Originally, 4,976 or something of that sort candidates in Pindi, they were also allowed written examination. Their results were not published. But after your lordship directed for preliminary examination by virtue of that your lordship's judgment, all those candidates were asked to preliminary examination, and what the Staff Selection Commission found after publication of their result of the preliminary examination, only 2,501 candidates have now been selected for appearing at the written test. This is the difference between the situation if a preliminary examination is held and if a preliminary examination is not held and a written test is conducted.
Your Lordships, the writ petitions which Mr. Mahanti is representing have been filed on 6/11/2025. That is few days before.
Yeah.
Date, check the date. No? And Your Lordships, in one of the writ petitions, that is 31675 of 2025, Your Lordships, my date chart contains all the detail.
Yeah.
But I haven't prepared a date set. I'm sorry.
In fact, I'm actually placing it the other way. I should have been placing it for the first, but as Mr. Mahanti spoke, so I'm placing serial number 17, of course, as
A piece of mind of sharing with you all. Several petitions have been filed before the first court where information is sought for why you are not making the appointment.
Yes.
We are threatening the government officers from one side. From here, Mr. G and Mohanty and Lenka, they say, you threaten us from that side, why you are not making appointment. From here, you stay the appointment process. How the government should function? Number one. Number two, it is not some factory work they are appointing. They are appointing as teachers. They should be a higher standard. The examination should be strict. Everything is ideal. I fully agree with that. But how many schools are without the teachers? And how long that can go on? Therefore, I am not taking up the matter on merits. I am only, without prejudice to anybody's rights, I am taking these matters for final hearing in the second or third week of January. In the meanwhile, entire recruitment process should culminate into
Lordships.
the result.
Lordships.
And that will not be prejudicial to anybody.
Yes, nobody will claim it.
Nobody can claim any equity or the thing. Simply, if the petitions are allowed, they should go home by taking the nearest bus. That's all. Therefore, we will protect all contentions which you have urged are definitely worthy of consideration. More particularly, my own judgment.
Yes.
I fully understand which your friend was arguing.
And I have given.
Therefore, what I am suggesting is, let recruitment process reach its culmination point without claiming any equity or the like.
Yes.
My Lord, can I? My Lord, now your Lordship, my Lord, I can. That is what my understanding, my feeling is. Your Lordship have delved into the matter deep, and your Lordship have delivered the judgment.
Correct.
The moment your Lordship will be appraised of the factual similarity.
I will set aside the empire.
No, I am not saying that.
The apex 27,000 teachers were set aside.
That is your Lordship's discretion. I am nobody, my Lord. It is my duty to place the matter before your Lordship. That is your Lordship's discretion to take the call, what to do and what not to do. I am too small a fry to say something. But the only thing I say, if after the facts are the identical facts, all the dates, I have given a comparative chart between the Sanskrit.
You came to court on 6/11/20.
Yes, madam. I am saying that. The other case which your Lordship accepted, there the candidate came on July. And here also, June. Here also, the first petitioner has also come in June.
June.
He did not tell, now he has the amendment.
His prayer is also there. You
He is not there. That's the reason he
Then kind of misunderstood, my Lord. Your Lordship kindly see prayer in his case.
advocacy.
Your Lordship kindly see.
Relate to all these matters. Lots of action.
In writ petition number 1.
Signal. Heard. Learned advocates appearing for the parties.
My comparative date chart of Sanskrit and Hindi.
A host of contentions are advanced by learned advocates appearing for the parties. Most of them may be worthy of consideration at the appropriate time. First, this court notices pendency of PILs and the other petitions wherein the recruitment process has been interdicted, wherein our anguish is expressed as to why the vacancies are not being filled up, more particularly in the sector of education. First time. In fact, a specific stand is taken by the government in some of the petitions to the effect that this court has been interdicting the recruitment process and therefore the hands of the government are tied. First time. Next paragraph. Ordinarily, the recruitment process, more particularly relating to the schools and educational institutions, should not be interdicted, subject to all just exceptions. First time. However, this court-wide order dated so and so had permitted the process to go on, but short of issuing the appointment orders. First time. It is a matter of judicial cognizance that in several institutions, the teacher-taught ratio is terribly impaired. First time. That would not augur well to the interest of community of the taught. First time. In the above circumstances, the recruitment process shall go on and culminate into the fructification by issuance of appointment orders to the selected candidates. First time. However,
select list is to be published. Final select list is to be published.
If necessary, by preparing and publishing the
Final
select list in a normative way. First time. Next one. However, the conclusion of selection process and the recruitment process by issuance of appointment orders shall be subject to the outcome of these petitions. First one. Every appointment order shall boldly state the same to the appointee, who shall not plead any equity or the like whatsoever. First one. The matter shall be heard on merits in the third week of January 2026.
Can it be little earlier?
Little early, because second week of January.
Same day may be fixed.
Second day.
Same day আমরা কোন কথা
The same order has been passed in that case also.
That is all.
In that also.
Yeah.
Issue appointment. We cannot alter. Because he was saying, oh, you are angry that appointments are not. I know you stay the appointment and this is how the courts are.
One more thing.
No selected candidate or appointed candidate can claim equity.
That is
Your Lordship kindly. Or they can implead. Also, they cannot get themselves impleaded here.
That is very difficult. I tell you. Because of diagnostic
For
case.
them they are right.
I cannot know because they are not here.
But now it will create third party right.
No, they are respondents on. You need not.
Your Lordship.
But I do not know.
Yes.
Even he will have to go back. Really, I do not know. But if it happens, it happens. What to do?
Subject to one more thing. This order may be passed in WPC 16242 because interim order is in that case. 16242 of Vinas Mishra.
This order is in WPC
16242.
16242 of 2020. Okay, put all numbers and parts. Science, with all their names. Okay. Yes. Item 44.
Once it will happen, once they will be appointed, but within 6 days after your lordship pass that, well, now your lordship is pass that order. The development which I want to bring it to your lordship. Immediately after your lordship pass that order, Staff Selection Commission published that notification directing for for holding of that the preliminary examination. Within 10 days of holding the examination on 16/11, on 1st of December they published. So I mean to say, Staff Selection Commission is quite prepared with this contingency and
how are you guessing something?
Yes, I have brought that on.
This direction that has complied.
Yes,
How?
I don't say without my lordship's direction.
No.
So they can hold it within 10 days.
No. Earlier, large number of candidates were there. Here, lesser number of
This little linguistic change, linguistic change orders will undergo to match this.
Sir, I may be pardoned, my lord.
No, you are paid for that. You are paid for arguing.
Your lordship have observed on 2 articles at least. My voice texture is very.
No.
You are one.
I may be pardoned.
You are one of the finest lawyers. I tell you, one of the finest lawyers who will not let down the interest of the clients. Yes. Hey.